Halloween is always a wacky time for TF2. There are skeletons, a lady wizard, giant eyeballs in the sky, and exclusive wacky cosmetics. But what if I tell you there were also artifacts that changed weapons and cosmetics during the Halloweeny time in a spooky way?
Mr. Dispenser!
Hello everyone, Mr. Spencer here. Welcome back to the Forgotten Item series. Today we have a spooky Halloween version. The topic today many of you maybe never heard of. And well, that's the idea behind the series, bringing old items that people don't know into the light and show them a past of TF2 and their cool mechanics. As I said, today's topic is going to be about Halloween, more specific Halloween spells. I don't mean the ones you pick up in many Screamfortress maps, no. I talk about the tool items. What are tool items, you ask? Well, kinda like a name tag or a strange count transfer tool. Like things you can use on items. This one's gonna be strange though. You guys ready for this really big rabbit hole with these ones? Whew, oh boy, here we go. First and foremost, what are Halloween spells? These spells I think are best compared either to war paints or strange parts. They could have been applied to weapons or cosmetics to bring special effects to these weapons or cosmetics, but also to the whole class, depending on the spell. There are 4 categories with a variety of different spells. The first category are footprints on the ground that can be in many different colors, like Team Spirit, green or for example orange. The second one is special paints only during Halloween. The third category is different pitched voices for classes. And the last one is different effects for weapons, like rocket and sentry trails, or different flame colors for pyro. As you can see, these are pretty cool and highly desired by many traders because of their exclusivity. But why are they so rare and how could you obtain them? That's what we're gonna look at next. The Halloween spells have a funny history. They were added in October 2012, during that year's Screamfortress. You could collect them and apply them all just normal, but after the event, Valve decided to flat out remove the spells from your inventory and your items. They just erased them after the event. But then 1 year later, 2013, the TF2 team added the spells back into the event. You could collect them again and put them onto your items. All the applied spells stayed on their respected weapons and cosmetics and would from now on always stay during Halloween and full moons. All non-applied spells, however, vanished again. In 2014, the spells were made tradable outside of the event, so the spells did not vanish after the event for the first time. But then 2015 rolled around, and with it, the end of the spells. To understand why, we have to look at how you could obtain the spells in the first place. There were 2 ways to get them. Both are linked to the Haunted Halloween gift that looked something like this. They could spawn on some of the official Valve Screamfortress maps. Every map had a different item as a gift in them. Man Manor had the Halloween masks that also could be crafted into a Saxon Hail mask if you had all 9 for all the classes. Ayaduct had different cosmetics that could also be haunted quality if you found them in the underworld. Hell Tower had one of the many cosmetics of 2013. Spell pages, crates, and the costume transmogrifier. What in short is kinda like the Halloween transmute, only that you needed only 1 cosmetic and you got an item for a class, like the class emblem shown on the tool. That leaves only Ghostfort of 2012, the year the spells were added. In these Haunted Halloween gifts you could find the spells, or several voodoo cursed items that, kinda like the paper masks, could have been crafted into a pile of curses. This ash pile could have been uncrated and you got one of the 9 voodoo souls for a class, and occasionally also a crate and a spell. Whew, that's a lot of info. Long story short, the spells could have been collected on Ghostfort through Haunted Halloween gifts. But then 2015 rolled around, and with them the Soul Gargoyle. And if you look at the spawn points of gifts and you're a smart fella, you can guess what happened. Because of the gargoyles, the Haunted Halloween gifts were faded out, never put into TF2 again. And that's not all. Valve silently made all the spells not yet applied to an item untradable during the Tough Break update in the winter of the same year. Spells were gone. Only the few spells on the weapons and cosmetics already claimed remained. And that's what makes them so special. They are rare and have cool effects, so they got more and more expensive over time. In the end, spells are such a cool feature. They are cool to look at and are till this day one of my favorite ways to customize any merc in a special spooky way. Halloween was and still is an amazing time where Valve still gives away so much free items. It's nice to see some things don't change till this day. In the past it was harder to get items, but you could farm the ones you wanted, and now it's easier to get them, but but you don't really know what you get. Still, it's nice. And regarding the spells, I could once again throw a rock against the wall and blame Valve. But look at the sheer numbers of unusuals we get each year now, and the overpollution of them. Well, maybe I'm happy they were faded out and over time became a forgotten item. Thanks so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to join my Discord and subscribe. The last thing to say now is Mr. Spencer out. And once again, thanks to ZeekNoTag for the level 3 membership. You're a legend.